another sneeze coming on, I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. Achoo! And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. Now, you know, food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little better, and I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had been his house of bricks. I knocked on the brick house, no answer. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? And do you know what that rude little porker answered? Get out of here, wolf, don't bother me again. Was that nice?
No.
That wasn't very nice, was it? He was a little mean. Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't give me even one little cup for my dear sweet old granny's birthday cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed once again. Achoo!
Nothing happened.
You don't think so?
Nothing happened.
Then the third little pig yelled, and your old granny can sit on a pin. That wasn't nice. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course I was trying to break down this pig's door, and the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. The rest, as they say, is history. Samuel and Christopher. The news reporters found out about the two pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sixth guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting, so they jazzed up the story with all that huff and puff and blow your house down, and they made me the big bad wolf. That's it, the real story. I was framed. That means, did he really do it? Do you think he really huffed and puffed and blew the house down? Thank you. You think he really did it? You think he came to just get a cup of sugar?
No.
Yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he did.
No, because he was trying to eat the pig up.
You think? But maybe you can loan me a cup of
And
sugar.
the police got him. Yeah. The police did.
And-
Pig.
Good story. Good story.
Look, the police pig just got the wolf.
They got the wolf?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
no.
in the jail.
Oh, no.
In the police jail.
So let's talk about our story.
Police.
So the title of our story again was The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. And it was told by who? Who was it told by, Frankie?
Whoa.
Frankie was raising his quiet dog.
The big bad wolf.
The wolf was telling the story. What about the setting of our story? And remember, the setting is where the story takes place. Samuel, where does the story take place?
At the desert.
One of our stories was taking place in the desert. What story was that? That's kind of like this story. The Three Little Javelinas. So I'm going to add this to our other side.
No more.
Where it's talking about, our question is,
It's hard.
what does the story remind us of? It reminds us of the Three Little Javelinas. Kylan, tell me where the story takes place.
The story takes place where the pages are.
Where the pages are. Good answer. Who can tell me? Frankie, you can tell me where the story takes place? Where might they have been? And it did kind of look like a desert, so I think I do want to give that to you. What were they inside of? They were inside of, so we can say a house. A house can be a setting. And where was the wolf at the end? Alex, what setting was that? That was the what? Where was he at when they did the story? Where was the wolf?
He was at the last house.
He was at the last house? Who else can give it to me? Go ahead to the bathroom. Thank you for showing your sign. Samuel.
The brick house.
The brick house. Okay, those are settings. Did that house. Where was the wolf at the end, Max?
He was in his house, and then he was taking a cake, and then he
Where did the police take him to?
in the jail.
So we'll add that to our setting. That's another place where we were at in the story. story. Let's go ahead and do a stretch real quick before we finish this. Go ahead and stand up. Stand up. Stand up on your feet. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up on your feet. We can do an exercise real quick. So let's see. Frankie, choose a number. Not too high. Choose a number. 4. Okay, let's do 4 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Do we count them? We count them out? Good. Pick another number.
5.
5. Okay, we're going to do 5 hops. Ready? We got to count 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did we do? 5. Good. Let's see if we can do something in our space. Let's see. We can do a spin. How many? Slow spin. 3. Frank said we're not going to do too many. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go ahead and have a seat back down in our spots. Crisscross applesauce. Watch out for your friend.
Go wash your hands.
Make sure your hand is in your lap. Okay, what was the problem in our story? What did the wolf need? Kylan.
He needs some sugar because for his grandma's birthday.
For his grandma's birthday cake. But what kept happening when he went to the houses?
They kept being mean to him.
Right.
They could have took the pigs to jail too. The pig.
Thank you, Kylan. And then what was happening when he got there? He was like, because remember he had a cold. And what was happening? I'm gonna get somebody else to help us out, Samuel. Let's see. Who can help me out? Guadalupe. What was happening when he was going to the houses? He
sneezed.
Guadalupe.
He sneezed and the house burned up.
He was sneezing, which caused the homes, like the what houses? Give me one of the houses, Alex. Straw. Give me another one of the houses, Ishwing.
Bricks.
Good. Give me one more house. Danilo. You got sticks and bricks.
Straw.
Good. Kiss those brains. Houses to fall.
I was raising my hand.
I know, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, we also had the question over here, what does the story remind us of? So we had the 3 little javelinas. What's one other story that it might remind us of, Max?
The three little pigs.
Good. 3 little pigs. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and add them to our characters, and our characters were who the story is about. So, give me a character.
The wolf.
The wolf. Give me a character, Alex.
Pigs.
The 3 little pigs. Good. Good job, guys. You're doing an awesome job. So tell me one thing that happened at the beginning, Crispy.
The wolf.
The wolf what?
Sneeze.
He did. And what was he making at the beginning of the story? He was trying to make a what? He was trying to make a, what was he making for his grandma?
Sugar.
He needed sugar to make what? Egg.
Cake.
Can you say it? Cake.
And I believe got him.
When the police got him, was that the beginning, the middle, or the end? The end.
The Miss Sandra
Kylan, do we raise our hand?
and the police got him.
Tell the whole story. We're going to get somebody else, okay? I'm glad you were listening, though. Very good. Max.